Good morning once again. This is the Annual Regional Meeting 2012, Conference on Thriving in an Imbalanced World. My sincere thanks to Mr. G.K. Vasan, Honorable Minister of Shipping, Government of India, for joining us today. President of Mr. Muthuraman, my colleague Mr. Sanjay Reddy, Deputy Chairman, Chandrajit Banerjee, Director General CII, all the speakers who are going to be with us today, guests, members of CII, members from industry, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. And we're going to have a very interesting session today because of things which are happening around us. The world is changing around us as we speak. Today's leaders, we face a radically altered socio-economic, political, and business landscape. It is true that the world continues to rebalance around us. The shift of economic power away from developed world towards developing nations like India continues. If at all, the pace has only increased. So India's long-term growth story remains intact. Therefore, it is fair to ask, what has really changed? In one sentence, the journey has become clearly a lot bumpier. Going forward, one should expect more ups and downs. A few facts to substantiate this. Take India's GDP growth predictions for 2011-12. Though currently estimated at 6.9%, we have seen at least 3 to 4 different predictions from the finance minister during the course of the last 12 months. Take the volatility levels of financial parameters in the last 5 to 10 years. The daily volatility of the Sensex has increased 1.5 times. The quarterly exchange rate volatility has quadrupled, and the quarterly volatility in repo rates has more than tripled. This rise in uncertainty is also reflected in the performance of companies in India, both in terms of operating margins and market positions. For example, quarterly volatility of operating margins has almost doubled in the last 4 years. On market position, consider a simple statistic. 14 of the top 30 companies by market cap in 2003 no longer figure on the list in 2011. Needless to say, global uncertainties only add to our woes. The intensification of the debt crisis in the Eurozone, political turmoil in the Middle East, rise in crude oil prices, and the recent triple whammy in Japan all have had a huge impact on India. All in all, as business leaders, we wake up to a world that is significantly more volatile and uncertain than 5 to 10 years ago. We are living in a new normal, and this new normal is here to stay. One reality facing all of us today is, in this new normal, the old sources of competitive advantage will no longer be sufficient for durable success. There is need to enhance our management toolkit. That is why we from CII, along with the Boston Consulting Group as our knowledge partners, have worked on thriving in a volatile world as a theme for this year's conference. The object of this study has been to combine the Boston Consulting Group's current thinking on this topic with real-life experiences of Indian CEOs to create a contextual and practical white paper which we hope will provide actionable insights. This report is a result of extensive and in-depth conversations with business leaders across South India. Our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has helped us along the way, both by giving us the inputs on the way, as well as by giving us interviews. We are happy to bring out this comprehensive report on thriving in a volatile world in partnership with the Boston Consulting Group. During the course of the day, we will go deeper into the report and its implication for us. But as you listen to today's discussion, you will realize that a portfolio of initiatives ranging from tactical changes to strategic moves and cultural shifts are required. But above all, there must be a sharp focus on execution to make it actually happen. With these words, I would like you all to enjoy today's meetings. Do stay with us through the duration. It's going to be very useful, and I think we're going to have a lot of takeaways in this. Thank you very much for being with us this morning.